Charisse Ray. What's going on, Charisse?
Everything's good. Everything's good. I hate saying former because I miss you guys
I
already.
know. I was like hesitant. I was like, no, I got to say former. Yeah, yeah. But no, it's so good to see you. And just, I'm telling you, we were saying before we hit record, like we just miss your energy on the group calls and in the community. But really quick, Charisse, like in like 60 seconds, can you just share with the listeners, like how long you've been coaching for and like, what's your expertise and who you help and serve?
Sure thing. I have been a in-person trainer for 20 years. Do not ask my age. No, so I've been doing in-person a long time. I knew that I had to find another way to make this life happen. I felt chained down. I felt uh like I couldn't travel. I couldn't really go anywhere because if I didn't train, I wouldn't make money. And I just felt really stuck. Then when COVID hit, everybody went online. And I know some people had a horrible, horrible time, and I apologize. But I got to be honest, I loved COVID. It was great because it gave me an opportunity to change everything, everything about my training style. My clients said, yes, please, let's do Zooms. That was new for me. I didn't know how to do a Zoom. I mean, you should have seen me trying to figure out Zoom. It was a mess. You guys know my tech skills, so you can imagine. So here I am, the blind leading the blind because my clients were even worse. But what I realized is I loved being able to train people through through Zoom virtually. That's the word I'm looking for, virtually. And they did too because they had the freedom to do it in their place, in their time. I gave them some recordings to do at a later time. And then when we realized, like, this is actually a really cool thing, that was my aha moment when I went, you know, I, for the first time, can actually travel because my mom lives in New York. So I would
Yeah.
go to New York, still work. And I'm going, this is amazing. But now what? What do I do with this? I have no clue. No clue. And then I just was futzing around on YouTube looking for things. Actually, I was looking at music and stuff. And I came across you guys. And I'm like, I I liked your energy. It was you guys seem so genuine through your ads and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people I just don't connect with. I'm
Mhm.
like, yeah, okay, whatever.
hmm
You're up to no good. But I don't know. You guys have a genuine quality that came right through the screen to me, and I was like, I want to work with these guys. I waited about a week because I can be impulsive. It still kept calling me. And then that's when I just decided, my husband and I, we finally went on our honeymoon. And when I came back, I said, you know what? That's it. I'm going to do this. And that's when I called you guys, and the rest is history. And by history, meaning I literally have now an idea of how it works. I mean, I went from absolutely clueless to going, yeah, I got a lot of work to do, but I have a plan now.
hmm
And you guys laid that out so beautifully.
And
Yeah.
one thing I want to
Yeah.
ask you too, Cerise, like you did mention, you said like you felt chained down, right? Before like having the online component. So tell us a little bit more about that. Like how was that? How did that feel? Like what did that prohibit you from doing? I know you said that one of the big things was being able to travel to see your mom in New York. I know you and your husband have like a music, business as well too. So just talk about like how you felt like chained down and all that.
Well, my clients they're older. I'd say they're like at least 40, 50 years old. And at this point in their lives, they love to travel. So when I was just training in person, they would go away and they would go away for a week or 2 weeks. And then sometimes they all went away at the same time. And I'm going, I got no money coming in, nothing, nada. And it was so stressful because I couldn't regulate my finances. I I was really stressed out. It was it was terrible actually. And then I was trying to figure out other ways to make money. So instead of instead of me feeling like, okay, I didn't feel relaxed at all. I
Yeah.
piled more things in my life, made it more stressful. I went to massage school just to try to make more income. It ended up costing me more money.
More
I
time.
didn't even like it in the end. And then so I was just trying to hustle and do all this stuff, and it just wasn't working. And I felt like a slave to
Mm,
my client and their schedule. And I was starting to get resentful,
hmm
and I didn't even know it. I couldn't figure out why I was feeling unhappy and not grounded. And there's just something off. And I felt trapped. And that trapped feeling was just the worst. And I was jealous. I was like, they're getting to go travel. I'm stuck here waiting for you to tell me what a great time you had. I was kind of mad. And I was like, what? That should be me. I should be able to travel too. So I had all these feelings and I didn't know what to do.
hmm
So yeah, the best thing that ever happened was finding you guys and finding your course. It like you gave me hope. You brought me joy again into my life. I love training now like this. I do hybrid still. I still
hmm
see people, but now I tell them in my schedule, I actually say these words, let me see if I can fit you in.
Ooh, yeah,
Good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never said that before in my life. I used to just do whatever it took to fit them in.
Yep. And
Yeah.
honestly, like all that you shared is so good because I know there's coaches that are listening to this right now that feel the same way, all those feelings, right? And there is hope, there is a way out, and you're living proof of that, And let's talk
Absolutely.
about that. So, 1 year later, right, in our mentorship, which still is not a long time. It's just only a year and it goes so fast. So, what can you share some of the big wins, the milestones, and more importantly, like just the mindset shifts where we've seen just all the growth happen?
I have a lot of milestones, and it's the kind of thing that you don't realize they're a milestone until you actually look back and
hmm
you go, oh, wow, I did not know how to do that before. I would say the very first thing that really struck me that I didn't do was to make a plan. Like you guys have a scale plan. And honestly, at first I was super resistant to that because I was like, I don't need one. I would just do it, when I can do it. Okay, that doesn't work. That does not work. So I'd say milestone number one is, oh, okay, you actually have to make a plan.
hmm
Even if it changes, that's okay. So I learned just that alone makes a huge difference. The second milestone was I was very uncomfortable being public on social media
hmm
and pretty private. I've been training with people my whole life, and what I create for my clients is this quiet, safe space. And now I'm going to go online and tell people everything that I do. It was really intimidating. But the other thing is that's a milestone is you don't have to be so personal.
hmm
You can be private in public.
Yep.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that makes sense,
Yeah.
but it's this way of like you can be genuine, just like you guys were when you were doing your thing on social media. Every time you guys are on social media, you're very honest and you say what you got to say. I still timid. I'm still a little timid. I need to get out there more and be more vocal, more genuine with, let's say, something that upsets me. I need to still be okay with that because, yeah, I might piss somebody off, but I'm gonna have to be okay with this.
hmm
So that was another milestone is just doing something, even if it's one thing, start with one thing once a week, then add two, and then do three. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to just be expose yourself so vulnerably, but you do have to be honest at some point. That was a milestone for me. The the one of the best reactions I got and the most phone calls I got was when I made a post about something that really upset me and angered me. I got such great feedback from that. I learned a lesson there. That true, genuine, speak your mind. It's
hmm
okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to break Facebook.
Yeah. Right.
The other thing I think is you just have to do your due diligence.
Hmm.
There were weeks where there were a couple weeks here and there where I went, I'll do it tomorrow. And you know what? That doesn't work either.
Hmm.
You have to be consistent.
Hmm.
You have to be consistent and you have to just do a little bit all the time.
Yeah.
It's our job, it's our career, and that's just how it is. You have to water the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus too, like on all those wins, I mean, you hit a $10,000 month, right?
I did.
That's a huge
I
milestone, Therese. It's
did.
huge. Yeah.
That was crazy exciting.
Yeah.
I I wasn't looking at my numbers.
Hmm.
I had my nose to the grindstone. I was just chugging away, chugga, chugga, chugga. And then there was this one meeting you guys had, and you had us look at our numbers, and I went, no. And I mean, I had to like double look. And I went, really? No. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't say it to anybody because I'm a little embarrassed about that because, well, I did what I wished to do. My goal was to hit $10,000. And I literally, I couldn't believe my own eyes.
It's so
And
awesome.
I've been hitting like 6 to 10, between 6 to 10. But that 110 just, wow, that was
Hmm.
so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That put fire under my butt.
I
Yeah.
bet.
And
Hmm.
it's like it's not even about just making the 10K like month, right? Like that's something you're going to do again, and I truly believe over and over, right? Because if like the genuine heart you have and you truly care and you're really good at what you do, but it's more so just like knowing your worth and value, right? Which I'm sure that's something you learn across the full year or two. Is just like how do I really believe in myself more that I'm worth a lot more and that people should be paying a high premium to work with me because I'm the prize. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Totally. Totally. I didn't think I was really worth it. I knew that I said to myself at first, I was like, I know I want this number. But the work that we do, the mindset work that we do, the just staying on top of of the work, doing the challenges and just doing all the things to try to get lead generation in, um, that is the stuff that I didn't believe I could ever do that stuff. And now I say lead gen like it's nothing. I mean, I didn't even know what the heck that meant first. So I'm like, I gotta, work on my lead gen. Yeah, I gotta do my channel, like all that stuff. And that's the stuff I look forward to now.
Yeah.
Like I just did a pumpkin butt challenge and I had so much fun doing it.
Yeah, I
I
saw
got,
that.
yeah, and it worked. I
Very,
got two
very
clients from
catchy.
it.
Very
Super
catchy.
catchy.
I had two clients from it.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, it was really cool. So those are the things I didn't believe I could do that now I'm going, oh, yeah. I'm also a very visual person. So I need to see, like I'm a big whiteboard person and I need to see my path. I can't, I'm not a content in my head person, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to rewrite things and the map of where I want it to go and how it went. I can't tell you how many times I rewrote it on paper till it made sense. And that's just me. It takes me a little bit of time for me to go, oh, that's what and what I mean by that is I didn't really put it together. When I did a challenge, I didn't realize like that's not where you train. That's just to get eyeballs and that's
Hmm.
just to get people to talk to you and almost feel comfortable to talk to you in that way.
Yep.
I was treating that at first like that's the training. I'm like, but this isn't good enough. So my perfectionism was kicking in. But then as I kept going and as I started to understand, no, 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 that's not the training part. That brings the conversation. So that took me time to really understand that
Yep.
because that's an in-person trainer right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And gosh, I mean, we can go on forever with this like discussion. Like this is so good. And just before I ask you this last question, and then I want people to know where to go find you, Sharice. Like again, just thank you for just like giving myself and Chris a shot of coaching you. Just you are such a genuine, down to earth person, and I truly believe we are so blessed that we attract such amazing humans in our community and our mentorship. So thank you for just being a hard worker, never making excuses, keep pushing forward. And it's like I seen the growth just overall, and you're on your way. You have something special. So just thank you so much just for letting us be a part of that.
Thank you,
I am
Sharice.
so grateful to you guys. Are you kidding? I am so grateful to you guys. You've shown me something that I didn't think I could do, and it's invaluable to me. And it's not this isn't the last you're seeing of me
No, it's
Yeah,
too.
not.
well, we know that. Yeah, we know that. So my last question, I just for just the listeners, like what would be like kind of like your words of advice for someone that's just like skeptical, they're very just like indecisive of making a decision, taking action on just joining a mentorship and just investing in themselves.
I'd say I know it's scary to invest. I know I've been there. But it was the most important thing I've ever done for
Hmm.
myself is to invest. I've never done it, and now I understand what that
Yeah.
means because it really does make you do the work. And the truth is, you really need to work with somebody who knows more than you
Hmm.
to get better. And so my advice to anyone who's on the fence is take a shot, let somebody who knows, who's done this, like these guys are the best. I love you guys so much. I can't speak enough about you guys. Um, but you really care, you really guide, you are open to hearing things. And so my advice is to give you guys, if not you guys, somebody would
Hmm.
understand that you're not going to get better alone.
Hmm.
Yep,
You
Yeah.
need the guidance.
Yeah.
exactly. So
Very,
good.
very, very well said. So, where can the listeners go find you, scout, kind of get some inspiration, get some ideas from you? Where can they follow you?
Well, my website is bodyhonor by That's all one word. My name is a little tricky. Charis, Body Honor by Charisse, Charis.com. I know I have to spell it out. And I also sing, so if anybody wants to see that too, because fitness and music for me go together. So
Mhm.
crfmusic.com as well.
All
Tell your
right.
friends.
Okay. Well, we'll have that linked up in the show notes. So, guys, go check out Cherie. She's awesome. You guys will learn so much from her. Go follow her, go shoot her a DM, connect, all that stuff. So, once again, Cherie, thank you so much for your time.
Chris,
And
Eric, thank you so very
So
much.
welcome.
you're
So
very,
welcome.
very welcome. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.